Well, the unrivaled season has came to an end, and your Roses Ball Club was crowned champions last night. And through the celebration, one certain player said some things, and it has sent shockwaves through the YouTube community. But we'll unpack all that here next on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, guys, the Roses Ball Club did some things that a lot of people didn't think they was capable of doing. Actually, they shocked the world, and they won the unrivaled championship. Now, you know, the Lunar Owls, they was heavy favorites, and they got knocked out in the semifinals of the playoffs to the vinyl. And the Roses Ball Club beat the Laces in the semifinals, and that set up a matchup in the championship game between vinyl and the Roses Ball Club. Now, we all know that Angel Reese did not play in the semifinals game, and she didn't play in the championship game. But she was one of the main catalysts to get them into the playoffs, her and Chelsea Gray. ESPN had them ranked dead last to start of the unrivaled season. They had them ranked 6 out of 6 teams. And they finished second in the league. And then last night they was crowned champions. But that's not what's making headlines. The Roses Ball Club being champions is not what's making headlines. What is making headlines is what Angel Reese had to say. And we'll talk about that once we hear a word from our sponsor.
SeatGeek, the official sponsor of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the #1 rated ticketing app. Over 28 million downloads, 70,000 plus events from concerts to sports. All your tickets across the web, all in one place, rated 1 to 10. Green means good, red means bad, and all your tickets are backed by your buyer's guarantee. And remember, use my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout to get $20 off your purchase.
Well, guys, last night, Angel Reese was visibly missing from the sidelines of the Roses Ball Club. Now, she was in attendance in the semifinal game against the Laces, but the championship game, she was not present. Now, we all know Angel Reese went down with a wrist injury in the second to the last game in the regular season, and her status was questionable for the playoffs. Now, everybody said, without Angel Reese, it probably wouldn't be a possibility for the Roses Ball Club to pull it off. But the way Chelsea Gray has been balling for the Roses Ball Club, anything was possible. They got Azarae Stevens back. Last night, she played her best game in Unrivaled, where she had 19 and 18. She filled in for Angel Reese, and she did tremendously well. Also last night, we saw what Brittany Sykes did, Slim. She was the leading scorer. She had 21 points. She was the mismatch that was causing problems all day. She was taking it to Ray Burrell. Also, she was giving it to Jordan Canada. She was the mismatch. It seemed like Brittany Sykes couldn't do wrong. She was getting to the basket, and she was, posting up, and she was going to work. And then Chelsea Gray, the point guard that she is, she showed face in that fourth quarter, and the Roses Ball Club brought it home, and they was crowned champions. But nobody wants to celebrate that. Everybody wants to focus on what Angel Reese was talking about. So during the middle of the game, Angel Reese went to her X account, and she was tweeting. Everybody was trying to figure out why Angel Reese wasn't there. But, just speculation. This is my thinking. I think she was on a private jet headed back to Chicago. It's 2 months to go before the WNBA season starts off with her hand injury or wrist injury, but people are saying it's a hand injury. Hope it's not, the wrist. Sometimes you just want to get, ahead of things, get that rehab done. So I think Jeff P might have put the call in and said, hey, you need to get to Chicago. We need to check this out because, she was visibly missing last night. But we're going to get off into what Angel Reese said that's sending shockwaves through the YouTube community. But before we do that, right now, man, I'm at 13,883 subscribers, on my way to 14,000. So everybody that's new, that's just coming across this channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And we appreciate your support. Now let's get off into what Angel Reese said on her X account that is causing the stir through the YouTube community. Let's take a look. So Angel Reese, last night on her timeline, she was cheering for her team. She was like, come on, Rosebuds. And then she said, it's winning time. Finish this. Now, see, this is the tweet that is sending shockwaves through the YouTube community. When she tweeted, what y'all gonna say now? What y'all gonna say now? Then she tweeted after that, 50K, need that. Then she said, so proud of this group, man. And then she gave a shout out to Nola Henry because everybody was on Nola Henry at the start of Unrivaled. They was criticizing her, but she rose above all the ashes. You know what I'm saying? And she came out victorious and she won herself a championship in Unrivaled. And she said, Nola is so deserving. The youngest black woman, but you the biggest, small. Then she said, your flowers, when you see it, you can be it. So she gave a shout out to Nola Henry. But the thing about it is a lot of people are talking about, why is Angel Reese tweeting, what you gonna say now? They're saying Angel Reese didn't participate in the playoffs. You had nothing to do with it. So why would you come out and start tweeting what you gonna say now? The Roses Ball Club, they had a great time in the locker room after they won the championship. And a lot of people are having a problem with what Angel Reese had to tweet. Everything is focused on Angel Reese instead of giving these girls their flowers for winning the Unrivaled championship. Everybody thought that the Lunar Owls and the Fisher Collier was going to win that championship. But the Roses Ball Club, they all came together. They all competed in the absence of Angel Reese, and they got it done. Even they brought Hillman in. She played well in the semifinals, and she also contributed last night. So everybody that's been a part of this Roses Ball Club, they've been big contributors. And Angel Reese and Chelsea Gray single-handedly got them to the playoffs and got them the number 2 seed. Because when Kalia Copper and Azarae Stevens went down, Angel Reese and Chelsea Gray completely took over and got them in prime position to go on and win this championship. So regardless if Angel Reese didn't play in the semifinals or the championship game, she got a right to say what she had to say. So now I'm glad that Angel Reese said what she had to say, but you know what they're going to do, and they've been doing it, and that's why it's causing ripple effect through the YouTube community, because of Angel Reese said what they're going to say now. Now, the Roses Ball Club, they celebrated in the locker room, and they was on FaceTime with Angel Reese while she was on the private jet. You know what I'm saying? And, Kalia Copper, she didn't play, but she was in attendance. She didn't play in the semifinals. She didn't play the last few games or the semifinals or the championship game. But nobody's saying nothing about Kalia Copper when she's walking around talking about belt to ass. Everybody's focused on what Angel Reese is saying. See, like Pat Bev said, when Angel Reese speaks, people listen. Everybody's focused on what Angel Reese said after the championship. What they gonna say now? So you got to understand something. People been on Twitter X talking about Angel Reese as a championship at every level. Lexi Hall got herself a championship. And she playing alongside of Angel Reese and got a championship. So shout out to Chelsea Gray for balling and proving the doubters wrong that they said that she was done and over the hill. Shout out to that whole Roses Ball Club. Give your kudos to Nola Henry because people was on her early. I was one that came out on record the first game. I said, I'm going to give her a pass because it's only the first game. She had to get her rotations down. But the third game in, I said, you know, I can't defend you no more, Nola, because they coming at you with your rotations and stuff. I can't defend you no more. I wash my hands of it. But they rose above all the ashes and they won themselves a championship. But they can't even celebrate the Roses Ball Club because everybody's focused in on what Angel Reese is saying on Twitter X. Like Pat Bev said, when Angel Reese speaks, people listen. Y'all remember that slogan, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. So there you have it. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.